attention. It's Mrs. Pateman here. I just want to say hello and Happy New Year and do a little video lesson for you today based around something that I love, and hopefully you're going to love it too. So ordinarily, I absolutely love traveling. I love visiting new countries, I love learning about the culture, and I love learning new languages. And one of the places that I was very lucky enough to live in when I was a bit younger was a massive country with a huge population, and it was incredibly beautiful. And I want to tell you a little bit about it and teach you the numbers 1 to 5 in their very special language. So first of all, I want you to see if you can guess which country I'm going to be talking about today. So your first clue is that in this country you get these animals. Now I wonder if you can remember or know what this animal is. It eats bamboo. They can be very large, and they are black and white, and their name starts with a... Do you think you know? I'm sure you've said panda. Well done if you did, that's brilliant. The other thing about this country is that when they are eating their meals, they don't use a knife and fork like we do in England. They use something called chopsticks, and chopsticks look like this. And I don't know if you can see, but they pick up their food using this end, and then they put it in the mouth and eat it. So that's what they use instead of a knife and fork, so that's chopsticks. So has anybody guessed, I wonder? When I went to live in this country, I flew by aeroplane, and it took me 12 hours to get there. So it's quite a long way away. I've borrowed my son's globe to show you. So if I show you that we're here in England, and to get to this country I had to fly all the way around the world to get to China. So hopefully you guessed that I'm going to be talking a little bit about China and teaching you some of the numbers. So in China they use a special language called Mandarin, and it doesn't use the same alphabet that we use, so the letters look different. And I'm going to show you some of the writing as I teach you the numbers. So let's get started. Number 1 in Mandarin Chinese is pronounced E. E. I wonder if you could say that. E. E. And it looks like this. And it's quite easy, I think, because there's one line, and that is the number 1. So I think that that's probably quite straightforward, isn't it? E is number 1. Number 2 is R. 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 Can you say that as well? R. And we can tell that it's number 2, can't we? Because it's got 2 lines, 1, 2, and that means it's number 2. So far, if you say it with me, we've had E, R, E, R, and that's 1 and 2. Number 3, I wonder if you can guess what it's going to look like. Number 1 had 1 line, number 2 had 2 lines, and number 3 has 3 lines, and it looks like this. And you pronounce it San, E, R, San, and that's 1, 2, and 3. Now that's where the easiness in terms of the writing stops, because look at their number 4. Their number 4 looks like this. It's a bit strange, isn't it? And to say number 4, you say su, su, su. So we have E, R, San, su. And look at their number 5. Wo, wo. Sounds even stranger, doesn't it? Wo. So let's see if we can count from number 1 all the way to number 5 in Mandarin Chinese. I'm going to pause after each one so that you can repeat it in your homes or wherever you are. So we have E, E, R, R, San, San, oh, sorry, Su, Su, Wu, Wu, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Should we do it once more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you count to 5 in Mandarin Chinese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. So that's a little video that I made earlier on today, and then I've just got a little bit more information all about China, and then I've put together some activities that you might like to take part in and do from home. So if I just load up my PowerPoint, hopefully you can all see this. So here's a couple of facts about China. So I showed you where it was on the globe. But you can see it there. It's a really, really big country. It's actually the second largest country in the whole world. And in terms of its continent, so England is in Europe, China is in a different continent. It's called Asia. And officially it's called the People's Republic of China. That's its full name. The capital city of China is Beijing. You can see it there on the map, the orange circle. And the largest city in China is Shanghai, and there are over 1.35 billion people living there. So it's a really, really large, populous country. That means there's lots of people. So the environment, the weather can change a lot in China because it's such a large country. So there can be really snowy and icy parts, and then really hot and humid parts of China. There's something really famous which you might have heard of called the Great Wall of China, and apparently you can see the Great Wall of China from a spaceship all the way out in space. You'd be able to look down on Earth and see the Great Wall of China spreading across. There's its picture of Hong Kong, which is a really famous city. Loads and loads and loads of skyscrapers there. And this is obviously one of the pandas. So I said that the giant panda comes from China. And we know that in China they speak Mandarin Chinese. This is a picture of Shanghai, which is another famous city in China. And then there's some other phrases. So if you enjoyed learning how to say numbers 1 to 5, maybe you will enjoy learning how to say these. So to say hello, you would say ni hao. Ni hao, and then to say how are you, you would say ni hao ma, ni hao ma, and then goodbye would be 再见, 再见. Okay, so I just thought of a few little tasks that you might like to do from home. All you need to do them is a pencil and maybe some colours and a bit of paper if you've got one. So I thought you could have a go at writing the numbers 1 to 5 yourselves. Obviously, number 1 is quite straightforward. It's a line. Number 2 is 2 lines. Number 3 is 3 lines. But I wonder whether you'd be able to have a go at drawing numbers 4 and 5. And I would love to see any of your numbers that you managed to write. Task 2. This is the flag of China. You can see it there in the middle. It's red in colour, and then it has 5 stars on it. It has 1 big yellow star and then 4 little yellow stars, and I wondered whether you could have a go at drawing that yourself. And the Chinese flag is red for a reason. In China, the colour red is considered very, very lucky. So I wondered, what is your favourite colour? What's your lucky colour? And if you had a country and you had to design a flag, what would your flag look like? Would it have stars on it like the Chinese flag? Would it have stripes? Would it have spots? Which colours would you use? What shape would it be? And I thought maybe as another task you could have a go at designing your very own flag. And then here is a really, well, it's kind of simple picture of a panda. And we know that pandas come from China. And I just wondered whether you would be able to have a try at drawing a panda bear and seeing if you could colour it in yourself. But don't forget to draw the bamboo, because we know that pandas love to eat bamboo. Right, that is the end of my little mini lesson on China. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope that you enjoy doing some of those tasks, and I really hope that you're all staying safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you at some point in the future. Take care. Bye.